Hey guys, my name is Jake, and in today's video we'll be asking the question, should we expect a Kingdom Hearts 3 final mix? Now, I know what you're thinking. Jake, Kingdom Hearts 3 hasn't even come out yet. And true, that's totally true. I just felt it best that after 5 years of re-release after re-release that it might be a good idea to mentally prepare ourselves for yet another possible re-release. So without further ado, let's begin. So let's start at the beginning. March 28th, 2002 saw the Japanese release of Kingdom Hearts for the PlayStation 2. 6 months later, on September 17th, the game launched in America with extra content. 3 months later, in December, the game was re-released in Japan under the title Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Each version of the Kingdom Hearts PS2 game had more content than the last. As for why Square Enix didn't just make a single version of the game and release it in both countries is beyond me. Maybe they were just wanting the cash grab, but either way, extra content is a good idea, especially back then. On December 22nd, 2005, Kingdom Hearts 2 released in Japan. Following almost a year later, on September 29th, 2006, the game then saw an American release. Like Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2 also received a final mix version as well. This time, it came including a remastered re-release of the GBA game Chain of Memories for the PS2 called Chain of Memories. This bundle was called Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix Plus, which released in Japan on March 29th, 2007. Lastly, on January 9th, 2010, the PSP game Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep was released in Japan and in North America on September 7th with additional content like Kingdom Hearts 1. A week later, on September 14th in 2010, a final mix version was also confirmed for Japan with a release date of January 20th, 2011. None of the final mix versions of each game saw light outside of Japan until 2013. Kingdom Hearts Final Mix was ported to the PlayStation 3 along with Chain of Memories and cutscenes of one of the DS games, Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. This bundle was called Kingdom Hearts 1.5. It released on March 24th, 2013 for Japan and on September 10th for North America. Finally, fans everywhere were able to experience the complete edition of Kingdom Hearts over a decade later. The trend continued with Kingdom Hearts 2.5, which included not only Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, but also Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix and cutscenes of the other Kingdom Hearts DS game, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, which is a re-release of the mobile game, Kingdom Hearts Coded. Finally, after what seemed to be a decade for most fans, the Final Mix Trinity was finally brought out of the dark. Not only this, but the content of all games, excluding the 3DS one, were ported to the PlayStation 3. Prior to these bundles, all of the games were stretched across from one gaming device to another. It seemed like Square Enix was finally listening to the fans by not only re-releasing the Final Mix versions of Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Birth by Sleep, but by porting all the games to a single console as well. All in all, the Final Mix title is something that Square Enix made to make the Japanese versions just as and more thrilling than the US and international ones. However, by doing so, it locked the majority of the fan base behind bars for over a decade. Now, in the golden age of game patches and DLC, is a Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Mix version necessary? Kingdom Hearts 3 is a game that fans have been anticipating since watching the secret ending to Kingdom Hearts 2. Having these 3 Keyblade wielders, cloaked in armor, using our protagonist's iconic weapons versus an old, evil-looking elf man. It's everything we've ever wanted and more, guys. Turns out the secret ending was just Birth by Sleep, so yeah. It wasn't until E3 2013 when we got confirmation of Kingdom Hearts 3's existence. Since then, it's been re-release of bundles after re-release of bundles. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 were released on the PS3, with Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5, 2.8, and the Story So Far collection on the PS4. If we didn't play the games on their original consoles back in 2005, then by God we better have now. Anyways, as I was saying, Kingdom Hearts 3 is a game that people have been wanting for a long time. It has a lot of expectations to live up to. From the godlike soundtrack of the series to the smooth gameplay of Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 3 just needs it all. So what do I think about a Final Mix version? Well, if you noticed from recapping the releases of the Final Mix games, all of the US and international versions of each game released with more content than the original Japanese versions in the September of those years. While the US and international version of Kingdom Hearts 3 is releasing in the same week of January and not September as the Japanese version, one can still ask, will there be different, more, or even less content in the base game depending on the version? Personally, I would say no. If there would be any at all, expect, I guess, graphic changes. The only changes from the original Japanese Kingdom Hearts 2 and the US International Kingdom Hearts 2 is that the US and International one was censored in some cutscenes. I wouldn't be shocked if Kingdom Hearts 3 kind of followed suit in this. I mean, it wouldn't be too much of a big deal to just, replace some blood or gore or anything else that they may or may not put into the cutscenes. It'd be different if one version had, like, secret bosses that the other didn't, or whatever, like Kingdom Hearts and Birth by Sleep did. This aside, what other reason would there be for a final mix version? Well, Square Enix has already stated that the base game of Kingdom Hearts 3 lacks the epilogue and secret cutscene, and that they plan to import it for a day one patch. Since we know that this is a patch, it doesn't really qualify for final mix material, neither from DLC or from a pure re-release. All in all, following release patterns and looking at the average new content that Final Mix tends to give, here's what I think. If we're getting a Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Mix, there will be an announcement in September of 2019. It will most likely just be a DLC expansion for $30 or $40 that includes possible new weapons, abilities, small cutscenes, possible side quests and interactions with characters, and maybe 3 secret bosses. If they want to go the super route and make it absolutely amazing, not that I think it will be, but here's to hoping, the DLC is actually an expansion pass that they update months to come. It will include the before-mentioned things, but it will also include things like Final Fantasy cameos and whatnot, like having Lightning as a secret boss, for example. I genuinely don't think that bringing back old worlds, such as Traverse Town or a playable version of Radiant Garden, will be a part of the DLC, just because on how it might conflict with the plot a little bit. And the DLC should absolutely not affect the plot. Like, no, avoid that like the plague. I don't expect a full physical re-release of Kingdom Hearts 3 either, but if there is, give it a 2021 release date with all the DLC included, and all those exclusive Keyblades that they did from pre-orders and stuff. You know what I'm talking about, the 7-Eleven, the Xbox, the PlayStation, the Amazon, yeah, all those. As far as leaks go, I'm pretty much done with the video, so if you're really still anal about leaks, I mean, we have a whole week left, but it's whatever. As far as leaks goes, we've seen what looks to be like Mirage Arena. If Mirage Arena truly is back, then we might be able to expect some sort of online customization too. Birth by Sleep 0.2 had character customization in it, so it wouldn't be too wild to expect it in some capacity here. Not that I think that really does fit into Final Mix material, but just thought I'd throw that out there. So guys, that's what I think about a Final Mix version of Kingdom Hearts 3. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, this is Jake, logging out. Bye.